The 7th annual Patriot Awards was a true celebration of everyday Americans, including Army football player Larry Pickett Jr., who risked his life to pull a driver from a burning car in upstate New York.
Larry was awarded the Heroism Award by Fox and Friends Weekend co-hosts Rachel Campos Duffy, Charlie Hurt, Griff Jenkins, and he was surprised with a special guest.
At West Point, we're taught what it truly means to live with courage, honor, and selfless service. And that night was just one moment to live out what so many around me model every day.
That night, God sent an angel down to save me, because if it wasn't for him, I would not be here today. He helped me, so I'm always going to be, in my life, out there helping other people.
Before he's announced.
Wow, Rachel, Charlie, and Griff joined us now to reflect back on that award. So he was surprised.
Oh, yeah. And the guy's 20 years old. I mean, I'm looking at this guy. He's from Raleigh, North Carolina. Grew up, obviously, a great family, marvelous parents. And but I kept being struck by the fact, like, what would I have done when I was 20 years old? Probably not risk my life to go and help a complete stranger out of a burning car.
I think you wouldn't do that, Charlie.
Maybe,
you try.
But if I'd had, maybe, exactly. I might have tried. But he does it with absolute grace, and it was really very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, if you could see him too, like backstage, he is so polite and well-mannered.
Right.
Like, do you know what I thought? I thought about his heroism, and then I was like, this is the Bachelor of the Year. Like,
She's
this
trying
guy.
to get him.
You know what I was thinking of? I'm like, I literally said, "Are you single?" And he was like, he was kind of. I was a little awkward. I think he is, ladies. The guy is amazing. He is intelligent. He's smart. He's heroic. Comes from a great family, and he's darn good looking. And
I think he was more afraid of you in engaging his dating life than running into a burning car at 20 years old.
That was far more dangerous.
And you know, he asked him, he's a sophomore, he's a cadet, so second year at West Point, and you know, that's what's so cool about the Patriot Awards is we're highlighting these ordinary Americans. I mean, heroism is defined by a split moment in your life when you choose to do something that others with less courage would do. And yet highlighting an ordinary American like him really was amazing.
And it's important that we do it, too, in a culture that is telling... It's no coincidence that this is a young, strong man. Right. And we are telling young men, whether it's in the subway or whatever, that their masculinity, that the things that they're good at, which is protecting and saving people, is toxic. And so amazing that we're celebrating a young man who did the right thing, which was to protect others.
He definitely deserved it. And Erica Kirk, Charlie's widow, she received the Charlie Kirk Legacy Award. Melania Trump, our First Lady, she was there to receive the Patriot of the Year Award. Watch this.
I want to encourage you to know and understand something that Charlie knew and understood so deeply. He knew that evil wins when good people stay silent. And so for the rest of my life, I will make sure that I don't stay silent.
Let's embrace the spirit of ambition. Never stop trying new things. Keep pushing yourself to grow, both intellectually and personally. Embrace different perspectives, even opposing ones. Open your mind, then change the world through your talent and hard work.
And of course, that was that big moment that we put on Fox Digital of DJ Daniels hugging Erica, consoling her as she's still trying to live this publicly grieving.
Yeah, and of course, Erica is exactly right. Evil does win when good people stay silent. And that's what those awards are all about. It's about celebrating good people who stand up and do great things in the moments that matter.
And it's also a fun night for all of us. Yeah. I mean, so many of us are on different schedules. We are colleagues. We love each other. We have so much in common. And we don't always get to see each other when we're not working.
Like a few times you looked at Griff and says, I see you all the time. Get out of here.
You know what Griff did? Me and Nicole Sapphire said, would you take a picture? And I swear, he chose the worst angles on every... We couldn't use one of them.
I got fired. Yeah. I got fired as a photographer.
I said, you're fired. I did.
And with two daughters, I thought I'd gotten better at taking selfies or photos, but apparently not.
There's some jobs that are really good to get fired from, and that would be one.
I have confessed I wasn't good at it. You know, last point, though, about Melania Trump, First Lady. I mean, when she gave that speech about celebrating ambition and scaling, imagination, here is a First Lady who has broken barriers, the first Lady in history to set up a back channel with one of America's greatest adversaries, with Russia, to free these Ukrainian children. It was great for Americans to really see that we could highlight that.
Right. Charlie, you know what I was thinking? It was so emotional because not only do we get to meet so many of the people that watch us every day, that put food on our tables, we also got to celebrate all these heroes. You see all these ceremonies, the Oscars in California where they're making millions and then they're honored. These are real heroes, everyday people who are making America better. And we got to talk to the people who watch us, and we're so grateful.
Oh, absolutely. And isn't that the most important part of all of it for me, is when you look at these people and you look at those people that we celebrated, but also the audience of people, and you think about like the Oscars or whatever these stupid Hollywood things are, where people sort of live in this world of make-believe. These are people who are actually making the world better.
Rachel, have you booked any guests for this weekend?
Yes, we did. We had time. I did it this morning. We got Lara Trump, we've got Kayleigh McEnany, we got Mark Thiessen, and of course our friend Nicole Sapphire, also Jonathan Fahey. So we've got a great lineup, and there's many, many more.
She stayed up all night.
And we usually have you on. Are you on this weekend?
If you want me on, I'll be on.
You're in.
Okay, good.
All right.
Good.
And you're going to do your whole roundup.
Would you do Pop Culture Roundup with me one day? That would be so fun.
So amazing.
I don't think it's this style.
That's why it would be fun.
We'll be right
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.